Buried in the Bible are secrets. And one of my favorite things to do is dig up names, epithets, blessings, remnants of Canaanite goddesses and gods hidden in plain sight in a so-called monotheistic Bible. We'll read portions of Psalm 110, Genesis 49, and a portion of Francesca Stavropoulos' book, God Anatomy, and Mark Smith's early history of God, Yahweh, and the other deities in ancient Israel. You can't hide nothing from me. So let's get started. Genesis 49:25 says, "By the God of your father who will help you, by the Almighty who will bless you, with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lies beneath, blessings of the breast and of the womb." Reading from page 159 of Francesca's book. Included in the divine roll call is a goddess bearing the title breasts and womb, a likely epithet of Asherah, given its use of Atharat, her older incarnation at Ugarit. She is paired in the poem with a deity called Father and Most High, ritual titles of the God of the Bible, inherited from Atharat's husband, El. The coupling of the father warrior Most High and breasts and womb points to the sexualized collaboration of these deities, paralleling the pairing of heaven and deep, the divinized primeval parts of the universe, whose union birthed and built the very cosmos. The poem hints at an ancient pantheon in which the coupling of the high god and high goddess is set within the frame of an ordered, fertile creation. Now let's read Psalm 110:3. "Your people will volunteer freely in the day of your power. In holy array from the womb of the dawn, your youth are to you as the dew." Psalm 110:3 speaks of divine figures emerging from the womb of the dawn, and it gives us an image of birth and renewal, which mirrors ancient Canaanite blessings of vitality, fertility, and kingship. So what have we learned? Breast and womb are epithets of Asherah, which also track back into the Ugaritic, where her name was Atharat. When we take a look in the Hebrew in Genesis 49, there's going to be some things that are of interest. Shadday is the name for breast, and RHM, I think pronounced Rahim, is the word for womb. It's also the same word in Ugarit, RHM, but also RHM is Athirat's other name, Rameh, which means merciful, womb and merciful. That tracks as a compassionate mother goddess who blesses you with fertility, blesses you with progeny. Readers of this poem likely understood that they were drawing from an older tradition, which included a mother goddess simply from the terminology and the blessings. Mark Smith says, "The pairing with El, however, favors the interpretation of Shadday, Waraham as the epithets of Asherah." If this interpretation of Genesis 49 is correct, then El and Asherah were Israelite deities distinguished from Yahweh, who is invoked separately in verse 18. This chapter might then represent a tradition or early stage in Israel's religious history in which El and Yahweh were not identified, and Asherah stood as an identifiable goddess. Margaret Barker believes that the word womb, Rehem, in Psalm 110:3 could connect to Asherah's Ugaritic epithet Rameh, the nursing mother goddess. If that is the case, seeing her paired with Dawn, a title that is linked to another Canaanite god, Shahar, suggests that it could be a remnant of an older divine duo. But here's where it gets really cool. Shahar is the dawn god that's mentioned in Isaiah 14:12, the morning star, which is then a title that is given to Jesus and Lucifer. So if Yahweh absorbed this language, was he borrowing from a tradition where divinity had to be birthed from the divine feminine? And if so, what does it say about a God who builds his image off the divine feminine while actively demonizing her? I know that this all sounds a bit conspiratorial, but I promise you it is not. So what are we left with? Let's wrap it all up. We have Yahweh absorbing goddess traditions. We have divine pairings of breast and womb, womb and dawn. And we also have divine duos straight out of the Canaanite traditions. We have a morning star title that seems to shift around from different characters in the Bible. But what are we left with? If Yahweh needed to borrow Asherah's symbolism in order to complete his own image, has she ever truly been gone? Has she always been hidden in plain sight? I hope that this all made sense and it's not just some ramblings of a former cult member. I will leave the links in the description so you can take a look at these books for yourself. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is there a possibility that there are gods and goddesses hidden between the pages of the Bible? They've just been redacted by later Bible authors and scribes. And like these scriptures, hidden in translation. And please don't forget that in my link tree that is found in my bio, you can find links to some of my friends in Palestine who need our assistance. Your donations help get them food, water, shelter, clothes for the brutal winter, and also a bit of hope. Thank you so much. I hope to see you on the Daily Atheist Morning Show every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm with my friends Durante and Chris. You can check out some of their content here. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to share. See you soon.